I'm CPL Lamai Jonah. I'm the Director of Revenue Management at this county government of Uasin Gishu. We call it the County of Champions. The key in terms of revenue collection, one thing that we have to ensure is that we get revenue so that we give the service. We focus on socio-economic development so that we collect, we give the service to the public based on the collection that we've done. So going to actually the issue, the position where we were before the technical assistance in terms of counting is that we were collecting revenue in a point where every department were being tasked to ensure they collect. But when we got the support, we realized that actually we were going in a direction that's not aligned with the PFM Act, whereby it will be consolidated and assessed and probably collected by one entity, which is being tasked as the finance. So we got the support and advisory support in terms of legislation for us to ensure that we collect revenue and probably have the support from other departments. So we were shown the path by the team that was tasked to ensure that this program and probably having cases of other counties and the way they were doing, and probably now it's really assisted us when we engage with the team when they go to the county of Uasin Gishu. The synergy within the departments was not consolidated. We didn't have one objective in terms of collecting revenue. But when we engaged the team during the first initial stage, we realized that it was so prudent for us to focus all of us, all departments in one point to ensure that we move together for the attainability of the target. As I said earlier, every department was working to ensure that they collect their own revenue with their own strategies. But now, the first meeting and the second meeting really gave us the input. And that's now the time when we came together to ensure that we collect these revenues together as a team. So the objective was one, let's consolidate our energies for the collection of revenue for the betterment of this county in service delivery to the public. When we had engagement in the first point, we realized that actually we need to see what other counties are doing, and probably the engagement that we did, we had a peer-to-peer learning from the group and other counties through the virtual communication, and probably having the workshop most of the time to see the position and probably the capability of Uasin Gishu in own source revenue in line with the CRA projections. So this gave us the position to give us comparative analysis to other counties, and probably borrow a leaf from other counties that are they are small counties, but they are making a lot of money in terms of own source revenue generation. Like for example, an instance of Homa Bay is a very small county. Then we had to sit down, have a virtual meeting with such counties, the county of Kisumu, the county of Mombasa, the county of Homa Bay, so that we have those technical aspects. So we had a peer-to-peer, we had workshop, one-on-one engagement in the departmental, the policy formulation, which has been really an issue that we've been assisted by the technical team to come up with the policy issues so that it supports the revenue enhancement in this county. And also in line, that issue has really put to task the CEC in all departments to ensure that they come up with the policies to reduce litigations. We know very well most of the counties are facing a lot of issues in terms of litigation, but this one has really given us, it's an eye-opener. We can no longer have those issues because we've known how to handle those matters by coming with the legislation to support all the aspect of revenue collection in terms of all policies. The staff really, based on the workshop that we had and the skills they gained through those workshops, is that actually this staff can handle matters on legislation, can develop the policies, can be able to articulate all matters on PFM Act and revenue policies in all departments. We realized that before the meeting, no staff could handle matters on a different department. But at the moment when we sit down, we can realize that a staff in finance can handle matters on environment, especially on aspect on revenue matters. Those are policy and probably items. So the staff are becoming all-round staff of which they understand each aspect in the county government in terms of fiscal element within the county. So also at the same time, developing and having stakeholders engagement is a key. They have known that actually you cannot collect without having an engagement with the public sector, and probably now the public who are the now consumers of the revenues and the services that we are offering. So every staff now can handle issues at the ward level, at the lowest level, by doing an engagement with the taxpayers at OEs, and probably that are really assisted in terms of our public knowing what the amount supposed to pay, what are the items that are supposed to be offered by the county government, because we have to align our fee with the service. We are not charging clients just for the sake of making a connection. It has to have commensurate and also aligned to the service in that line of collections in terms of every stream.